Even though this year has been beyond frightening on its own, Halloween season is still the most spooktacular time of year, and just in time for my favorite holiday, here are some binge-worthy TV shows and movies based on books. Let's start with The Haunting of Hill House. This very scary Netflix series is based on the 1959 Shirley Jackson gothic horror novel of the same name. If you've already watched season 1, watch it again because there are actually hidden ghosts throughout the series meant to creep you out subconsciously. The haunting continues in this new season, aka Bly Manor, which is a standalone story with a completely new family and new ghosts. This one is based on Henry James' 1898 novella, The Turn of the Screw. Okay, if you are a vampire fan with a lot of time on your hands, get excited because there are numerous books, TV shows, and movies just for you. The Vampire Diaries is based on the young adult vampire horror novel series of the same name by L.J. Smith. The supernatural teen drama is 8 seasons. That's 171 episodes that include my personal favorite dark and smoldering vampire, Damon Salvatore. But once you finish that, you can still watch 5 more seasons of the spin-off, The Originals. I could truly do an entire segment on vampire books turned into movies and shows, but we must move on.
Hello, I'm R.L. Stine. I write the Goosebumps books. You're not R.L. Stine. I am.
For the brave kids out there, R.L. Stine's Goosebumps is a horror fiction series that started in the 90s, and these were actually the first chapter books that I could remember reading, loving, and then not being able to sleep over. The books inspired the 4-season TV show that started in 1995, which I also watched in fear. Then in 2015 and 2018, 2 Goosebumps movies were released starring Jack Black as author R.L. Stine. A 3rd movie is rumored to be in the works. Now let's focus on big screen scares. The 1992 film Candyman was based on the novella from the 80s by Clive Barker called The Forbidden. Candyman is a knife-wielding urban legend that comes to life if you say his name in the mirror 5 times.
Candyman. Don't say that.
Jordan Peele's remake was recently postponed from this month to sometime next year, but I have a feeling it will be well worth the wait. Next, from urban legends to the legend of Sleepy Hollow. I am sure you have read or watched some version of Washington Irving's Gothic story first published in 1820. Classic characters include the Headless Horseman and Ichabod Crane, and the story has been brought to the big and small screen many a time over the years. This includes an animated Disney movie from 1949 narrated by Bing Crosby, and the more recent and very popular Tim Burton version from 1999 starring Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci.
Hi, Georgie. Aren't you going to say hello?
Remember when people dressing up like creepy clowns was our biggest issue? The good old days. Anyway, we can't talk about Halloween and not mention Stephen King's It. The 1986 novel and over 3-hour 1990 film introduced Pennywise into our nightmares. Then the remakes were split into 2 films starring a very terrifying Bill Skarsgård. Those came out in 2017 and 2019. And finally, if you really hate scary stuff and need a magical escape from this muggle world, Accio all 7 Harry Potter books. J.K. Rowling graced us with the beloved series, which was adapted to the big screen in 8 fantastical films. Potterheads will probably agree that Harry Potter is appropriate all times of the year, but if you needed a reason to reacclimate yourself with Harry, Ron, and Hermione, let this be it. Hope you have a scary good time with all of your hauntingly good reads and watches.